Congressman Bob Good here with your weekly Good News from Washington. And we began the week with a press conference led by my friend Ralph Norman from South Carolina and myself in bringing attention to the Biden-Harris administration's determination to surrender our sovereignty to the UN and the WHO. And this is an unconstitutional surrender. They're trying to do it without consenting with the Senate to ratify what would be essentially a treaty, but it really would be an unconstitutional move, and so we're trying to expose that because there's no way that we should allow the administration to do that. This week we passed a legislative package that included my bill, the No Discrimination in My Benefits Act, which would prohibit those who manage retirement funds and pension accounts, 401ks and that sort of thing, from considering anything other than the return on investment that's important to the savers, the investors, the retirees. We're trying to eliminate the ability for them to focus on woke things like DEI and ESG, climate-related things, and just focus on the investment return for those who are saving for their retirement. This week we voted on a continuing resolution that would fund the government until the first quarter, that would allow the will of the American people to be reflected in how the government is funded next year, hopefully a Republican White House, House, and Senate. And we attached to that the SAVE Act sponsored by my friend Chip Roy from Texas, which would help prevent illegals or non-citizens from voting in our elections. Unfortunately, it failed by a few votes, so we still don't have the government funded through the end of September or beyond September 30. So we'll continue to work on that and report that to you. I also spoke on the House floor in favor of a bill called the End Woke in Higher Education bill, and that bill would fight against on college campuses the discrimination against free speech and conservative viewpoints, and also not allow these entities that give accreditation to colleges to focus on DEI policies. Finally, our Budget Committee this week held a hearing to talk about how the Biden-Harris administration has so pushed these extreme anti-energy, anti-reliable, affordable energy, climate extremist policies, and what that's costing the American people, what it's costing individual households, and what it's costing our economy as a whole. The government has no right to tell you what kind of a vehicle you can drive, what kind of an appliance you can have in your home, so we'll continue to try to expose that and fight against that. Thanks for letting me be your congressman.